If you are a student in our graduate program, you are a member of the Graduate Communication Club.
I think it's really important that we have a lot of participation within the GCC because we all have different areas of strength.
The more people participate and the more each of those people participate, the stronger the GCC will be, and ultimately the better education everybody will receive.
There are a lot of other sort of supplementary things you need to know to be successful in the program, regardless of your goals.
And so I think that it's important that the more people we have participating within the GCC, the more resources we have to pull from.
If you want it to be about hanging out after class and being social, it can be that. If you want it to be about academic work and writing and resume building and how to go to conferences, it can be that.
The GCC doesn't exist unless there are graduate students who are willing to give up their time and their expertise and their passion for the discipline to help the program prosper, because at the end of the day, GCC only exists if students are willing to participate and spread their enthusiasm for the discipline that they're really excited about studying.
It can be whatever you want it to be in terms of developing your identity as a graduate student.
I see the GCC first and foremost as a form of social support. And I don't mean it's just a social club.
I think GCC has a rare opportunity to unite the kind of disparate student involvement in the master's program.
I think that the GCC is going to be a way for students to know about what they should be thinking about as they progress in their graduate student careers. I also think that it's going to be a way for them to know what interesting things are happening within the department in terms of research opportunities, in terms of what professors are working on, what other students are working on.
Talking about the various conferences or some of those sorts of events and whatnot that are of course optional but enhance the experience there. The GCC I think serves as a mechanism to get that information out to students.
That brings students together so that we can talk about the projects that we're doing, so that we can talk through processes like applying to journals and conferences, and also so that we can encourage each other to continue moving forward and pushing ourselves to enter into new academic realms.
I see the GCC as a student-run organization, so it gives graduate students in our program the opportunity to take on some leadership positions.
The question could be answered in what functions could it serve, in the sense of it could be a way of deliberately trying to create the architecture for a graduate student culture that inspires people to do more than simply show up for their classes, but actually embrace their own intellectual development.
I think for me personally it was really a great option to have a nice way to bridge friendships and foster a sense of support within a rather competitive graduate program.
I think this organization has an important role to play in terms of allowing you to build relationships with other students, some of whom you might have classes with, some of whom you might not have classes with, but because of the GCC you get to know them and you get to build those relationships.
You get a chance to meet some of your peers outside of the classroom. Enhances your experience with them in the classroom.
I think we are competitive in the sense that we all want to do well.
But it's not competitive in the way where it's I win and you lose.
We share what we're doing and we share our knowledge, and we want to help and see the other students succeed.
The more that we compete together, we're honing each other's skills as we're honing our own skills. So whether a student wants to complete an ALP or do a thesis and go on to PhD work, we're supporting each other in our endeavors.
We have good classes, we have good faculty here. They'll get a good education, but if they want their education to be superlative, then they'll find ways together, engage in some intellectual conversation, and develop a camaraderie that allows them to develop professionally and as well as intellectually.